the sadhana on 5 elements. Now many people talk about they want to be one with the God and all that. Before you come to the sadhana, you have to see everything as 5 elements. Now it's called Panchabhuta Siddhi. Of course, there is a Panchabhuta Shuddhi is available as a book which is written by the one of the greatest man whom I have admired, Satyananda Saraswati, the founder of Bihar School of Yoga. Of course, a very great Mahatma, no doubt about it, as a person who did the Panchagni Vidya, and also which was poorly imitated by the rowdy Bangalore Nityananda Swamiji, and who had no caliber other than like screwing up women and ending up messing up their life. So the Panchabhuta Sadhana, you start looking everything as 5 elements. Now this is a very, very important sadhana, because if you are going to learn medicine, Ayurveda, what you call TCM or Chinese, they will make you look all the organs as 5 elements, all the doshas, everything as 5 elements. If you see the dosha, Kapha dosha is water plus earth, Pitta dosha is fire plus water, air dosha is that of air with Akash. So the Vata, Pitta, Kapha dosha, they'll make you look at it, and that's how they will try to make you look at the whole body. Now also the corollary of the sadhana is you can look at everything as 9 planets. For example, you see a old building, you can call it Saturn. New building, you can call it as Venus. And this they teach you in astrology, to learn to look at people, places, objects as 9 grahas. Now this is also a metaphor which will be used. For example, you say, oh, my love is sweet. You can look everything as 6 tastes. So the Jnana Sambandhar talks about the 10 levels of seeing. He says, Vandre palavahi palave vandra irukum isane. Now I went to the what you call the Kanchipuram Ekambresnath temple, and in that they took me to a particular place, and when somebody said that, immediately I had a huge channeling which happened across. So I can look at any situation as 9 planets, 8 direction, 7 chakras, 6 taste, 5 elements, 4 season, 3 dosha and duality. It's called as multi-dimensional viewing. Now this is the next level. Before you go into the Advaita Sadhana. You have to look everything as 5 elements. I was actually practicing tarot card. I found it very, very difficult to get a breakthrough. And they told me, you go to the British consulate, you will find there. I went there, nothing happened. I saw in the librarian, it was divided into Libra and Erin. Then they started channeling. They started telling me, don't look anybody as a gender, as a role, as a relative or a friend. Learn to look at them as energy. Learn to look at them as 5 elements. For example, you can look at the Devata as 5 elements. Vinayaka as earth, Vishnu as air, and Lakshmi as water, Shiva as that of ether. Like that, you can look at Devata also as 5 elements. You can look at the places as 5 elements. Like sea is supposed to be water, pond is supposed to be water, river is supposed to be water. Mountains, you can look at it as an air, different kind of Aravalli mountain, that mountain, this mountain. You can also look at Narendra Modi as fire, Sonia Gandhi as water. Like that, you can start looking at it. Only when you come to the point of looking everything as 5 elements, will your mind hold on the Maya gets broken to a very, very large extent. Without that, how can you do that? Now this is something I got at about the age of 28. Of course, after that, I innovated a lot with the tarot cards. So learn to practice. Like for example, camera. The camera is supposed to be, the glass is supposed to be the water element. The camera stand is supposed to be the earth element. The camera recording is the air element, like that. So you can learn to look everything as converted to 5 elements. As you go on doing it, the hold of the Maya will get shattered. Initially you can do with place, then with people. For example, you can look at it as Bill Gates as water. You can look at it Genghis Khan as fire. You can look at Alexander as fire. Like that you can do. But tarot card has 5 elements. So it's very easy to correlate with the tarot card, and you will be able to do it across. So the point is, looking at a situation in a multi-dimensional level very fast is a very difficult siddhi, and also the second siddhi is talk opposite to it. For example, you appreciate Jesus Christ, write 10 things wrong about Jesus Christ. Write 10 things good about your father, wrong about your father. It's called the law of duality. Then you will realize there is nothing true or false. It all depends on the way you look at it. It's called the duality siddhi. And of course, once you come into the multidimensional and the duality siddhi, you will realize thinking fast or slow or 6 hats of thinking is nothing. You would have broken down a lot of concept. Your mental body would expand and contract the way you like it. Manomaya kosha. You don't have any problem with regard to that. There was a man who told, what do you know about women sadhana? You have to go through the women sadhana. I said, every woman is an embodiment of element. If you look at it as an element, you don't need to go through it. You look at it, you understand she is fire and you are water. When you mix it with, what will happen? So when you mix 5 elements and 5 elements, you will get 25 elements. And in the 25 elements again you mix, you will get 125 elements. Actually, tarot card must be 125 elements. You will easily understand any women, what is the impact they are going to produce. You don't need to go through in the every experience in the mental level itself. You can dissolve it. You can easily dissolve all the experience in the mental level very easily by looking at everything as 5 elements. This is also a wonderful way to do the sadhana before the hold of Maya gets broken. The Maya is there with time, gender, relative, complexion, beauty, talk, like and dislike. All these things comes into the mode before you understand a man. Many people ask me, how is that you are able to just look at the person and say a lot of things? Now, because there are 5 levels to a human being, you can tune into the personality level, the mind level, the heart level, the intention level, and the soul level. Sometimes you look at the soul level, you will know their past lives and all the other things without any effort on your part. So the multi-dimensional thinking, multi-depth thinking, normally you get lost with memory, you get lost with personality, you do not understand that they are still 5 elements. And thank you so much for looking at the video. May all beings who hear of my words, may they get enlightened. May all the beings who meet and talk, whomever I met or talked, or whoever I have not talked or heard of me, may all of them will get enlightened. May I be the lamp unto their path. May I be the spiritual elixir of food and water for their soul thirst and their soul hunger. Thank you so much.